This episode is sponsored by Renaissance Inc., the best place to find all original content, music, videos, short films, podcasts, and art. Visit Renaissance.com to listen, view, consume, and license high-quality content. Renaissance.com.
An audio experience best enjoyed in stereo. The Huckleberry Show!
Welcome to the Huckleberry Show. I am your Huckleberry, John Claiborne. Episode number 2. We're calling this Freedom First. Hey, what are we talking about freedom first? Mainly, you got your freedoms from the government, you got your freedoms from the state and all that. Those are cool. But no, we're talking about personal freedoms that we have control over. Let's go. So first and foremost, I just want to say I'm feeling a little under the weather. Allergies are crazy right now, but the show goes on. I don't have freedom of nostril right now. We make do. That's why we got two. Alright, well, freedom first. Like, we're going to jump right in. We're not even going to waste time with this stuff right here, but freedom first, what does that mean? That really is just a mindset to me. Like, basically, that means, if there's a decision to be made during the day, we're first going to pick freedom over whatever other options there may be. Like, there might be, so say, during the day, I'm out and I'm going to lunch, and just a simple act of, do I take the stairs or the elevator? The answer is the stairs, because I have my freedom of mobility. My knees are working good today. My feet don't hurt. My legs are strong. And I have them. I have my limbs. So I'm going to use the stairs instead of the elevator. So that's what I mean by freedom first. Or say you're on the job and they say oh, do you want to stay overtime? Okay. You have a decision to make right there. You have a decision to release yourself to go enjoy whatever it is you want to do, or continue to obey what they tell you to do and make more money. You just have to pick on, which one's more important to you at the time. But for me, most of the time, it's freedom first. Freedom first. And I'll explain why. Because I've categorized this into 5 different freedoms. Now, you might have your own set of 5 different freedoms that you come up with, but these are my 5 that I think are really more a general freedom that everybody shares that we should all strive for. Okay, let's get into this. First one, I call this one the physical freedom. And by physical freedom, I mean by you could consider not necessarily somebody physically restraining you, like prison or something like that, or jail. I'm more talking about the physicalness of your body, the physical fitness of your body. What freedoms do you have? Now, you could have anything from perfectly fit, physically fit, all of your limbs and everything functions perfectly well, or you could be a paraplegic who happens to actually have a cool wheelchair and they found their freedom through their wheels like that. But physical freedom is pretty much anything that physically on your body hinders you from doing something. So sometimes it might just be old age, your joints, you get arthritis. It might be you have an injury, just a temporary injury that's still restricting you, that is holding you back. You're not fully free to do what it is you want to do with that limb while you're hurt like that. So with that being said, though, freedom first when it comes to physicalness and fitness. And I'm a very fit type person. I like to be active. I like to get out, go to the gym, strength train and all that. So I don't take my physical freedom for granted. I don't take for granted that, yeah, all my limbs work and my joints are strong and my muscles feel good. So I'm going to go work out. I'm going to go lift these weights and hike some hikes and do some running, play some sports or something like that, because I'm not going to take it for granted. I'm not going to just let it sit here and get stagnant either. So if you also with the when it comes to freedoms, say you don't have it. Say you don't have an appendage. Say you lost nerve to a limb, or say you're going through an injury, a temporary injury, and you lost your freedom. Well, freedom first. You still have to find your freedom, no matter your condition. Like, that's where you hear stories of people not giving up after they come back from war injuries and stuff like that. You still have to find your freedom. Like, you still got to go get it. So, like I said, you might lose your legs or whatnot. You still got to go find it. Where is your freedom? Crutches, wheelchair. We've got so many different advanced robotic appendages. Like, your freedom's out there somewhere. You just got to really want it. My next one is emotional freedom. Now, emotional freedom, it's going to be a hot topic one right here. This is more for, like, it kind of goes along lines with self-discipline. That builds character. With emotional freedom, there's some people where like, they just pop off real easy, or just get super sad and depressed real easy. The emotional state of being is very delicate in a lot of humans. And it's like, I don't take for granted that my emotions are fairly stable, if not a little stubborn, some might say. But I used to be hot-headed. When in high school, I used to be fighting all the time, fighting kids and stuff. Everybody's like, John, you're the smallest one in here, and you're always fighting people. What's wrong with you? I don't know, man. Look, it's just, but, emotional freedom. Over time, I learned to, get myself in check and to calm myself down, or to not even get worked up in the first place. Like, it's not even that big a deal. You're wasting energy being mad or whatever over something stupid. So I don't take for granted that my emotions are under control for now. Because like I said, anything can change that. You might go through a traumatic experience and now your emotions, like, PTSD is a thing. That's an emotional trigger, along with anxiety and everything else tied into it. So I don't take for granted that my emotions are good. And, I don't look forward to the day where my freedom from that is lessened. But again, you got to find it. You got to find your freedom, find your way back. The next one, though, everybody should have this next freedom. Financial freedom. Everybody should be looking for it. Now, some people find it earlier in life, some people find it later in life, but eventually the goal is to get there. The American dream, as they say, right? Like, that's what we're all trying to get to, is the financial freedom of. But see, to me, I'm not even going to say excuse me. It's my show. I do what I want. So to me, financial freedom is like not necessarily being a millionaire, not necessarily having just a ton of money, but more in control of what you have and being more aware of what's coming in and what's coming out. Like, financial freedom to me is being able to say, okay, I'm going to spend a little more this time and then save a little more this time, and be able to, ease in and out of projects. Because I'm a creator, and money is important to us as creators. We need money. No matter what kind of creator you are, we need money to create. So it was very important to me to get on top of finances, even though it's like, yeah, like I said, it doesn't matter the income level at first. You really just got to practice keeping track and budgeting and watching debt and all this stuff. And at the same time, I'm trying to create. I'm starting projects. So it's like I'm getting myself conditioned to saving money so I can get a project done, or being able to hunt good deals and learn how to negotiate and, get that financial suave going on and be able to talk that talk. So financial freedom, I think, is very, very important. Even if you don't get rich, you still got to get on top of what it is that you're doing money-wise, ins and outs, investments, debts, like financial freedom first on that one every single time. Like debt, I avoid the debt as much as possible. Doing the whole, phone, how you put your phone financed into your phone bill and all. I try to avoid that stuff because then you're just locked into paying for something for all that time. When it's like I could be changed, like my ideas change all the time. What if I'm not into that, particular project? Or what if I want to start something crazy like this podcast, for instance, and be like, I need to start piling up funds, but it's like, I can't though, because I got to pay for this and I'm paying for that and I'm paying for this. Nah, if I just paid cash for when I wanted it, then it's over. That's it. It doesn't, that decision doesn't have to ride me for a year or two or 4 or however long they want you to pay for stuff nowadays. So like car financing and all that, that's cool. Like I'm going to be building credit on this show because with my financial freedom, it has earned me a 0 credit score, right? My credit score is 0, flat 0, because I never used it. I paid cash for everything. I always financial freedom first, right? But, this new millennial money, that's a whole different podcast episode, though. We're going to get into that. But, financial freedom for me is avoiding that debt, spending as least amount of possible, and, staying tight on your budget, being self-disciplined on yourself to follow your budget. The next one, though. Oh, excuse me. I'm just sniffling into the mic. I could at least turn away, but I don't even care. I just want to go ahead and take a music pause. This song I'm playing in the background is called Come Together by Tia P, and it features Blade Snow, or Blade as now. I totally messed that up. Let me get his name while the song plays. Look, I can't even edit this. That's not my style, but I messed it up. That's okay. We're going to keep it rolling. Let me play it for you, though. It's dope. I love this song. I mixed it, co-produced it with the independent record label 6X Entertainment. But check it out. It's Tia P. I'm going to play the whole song. It's called Come Together by Tia P.
Here come old flat top, he come grooving up slowly. He's got juju eyeballs, he's one holy roller. He's got head down to his knees. Got to be a joker, he just do what he please. Here come old shoe shine, he's got toe jam football, he's got monkey finger, he shoot Coca-Cola, he say, I know you, and you know me. Well, one thing I can tell you is you got to be free. Come together, right now.
Keep back production, he got Walrus gumboot, he got on no sideboard, he won spinal cracker, he got feet down to below his knees. He'll hold you in his armchair, you can feel his disease. Come together right now.
words in this song don't make no sense at all. Kinda like the world, it's a verbal reflection. Anesthetic pop up on your TV around 11 o'clock. News, give me what you got. Yeah, the block's hot. White House can kick rocks. World on fire. It's funny we get mad whether an athlete kneels or not, but put love on your mindset. I need all of America. Come together. Shoot, shoot me. Shoot me. Shoot.
Yeah, that song's dope. I like that song. Anyways, we're gonna get back up on topic here. What were we talking about? Freedom first. Yeah, so freedom first. We did 3. We talked about the physical freedom. We talked about emotional freedom, financial freedom. We're getting down to the last 2. And, I kind of put these in order of importance to me. Like the first 3 are cool, but these last 2 are pretty important. The 4th one is mental freedom. And mental freedom is exactly what it sounds like. It is the freedom of knowing that you have full control of your mind, right? I know people who are suffering from schizophrenia, and I see firsthand what it's like to, have to rely on medication to find your freedom from your own mind, where when you're not on your meds and you're just left to your own devices, your mind is just telling you different things, showing you different things, you're hearing different things, and it's scary for both parties, right? Like, as the person on the outside looking in, it's more like you don't know what they're gonna do. They're kind of unpredictable. Most times not too dangerous, but it's like you still don't know. And then on the other side, for the person involved, it's like, what's real, what's not real? Like, who do I trust? Who's gonna look out for my best interest when I'm just not feeling well, and I really need somebody to take care of me when I'm not, when I'm going through an episode. But fortunately, this individual, they found their freedom through their medication. They lived long enough life to understand that, look, this is way too hard tripping around through life, thinking I could just do this. I need my medication to find my mental freedom so I could just function, right? Like, just get a job, go to school, pay attention for longer than an hour kind of stuff. So, I don't take my mental freedom for granted at all, because at the same time, my family tree has a prone, I guess the brain is prone to getting dementia and stuff like that. Not exactly Alzheimer's, but it's definitely a form of dementia where, you kind of, it's similar to Alzheimer's. You're forgetting people, faces, names, stuff like that. So I've witnessed loved ones go through different stages of dementia, and just seeing that and knowing that, yep, there's my future right there. That's what I have to look forward to, getting all this cool stuff, learning all this stuff, and then just eventually going crazy. But hey, that's why I don't take it for granted right now. Right now, I'm enjoying that my mental is healthy, because I know it might not be one day. So I'm going to enjoy this. And at the same time, it's like, when it starts sliding, I got to find my freedom. I got to fight it. I got to hold on to it as long as I can. And the next one, very last one, I'm not even going to apologize again. I'm sick. Okay. Got to do it. Okay. Last one. The very last one is freedom of time. Freedom of time. I'm going to say it one more time. 2 more times. I'm going to say it 2 more times. Freedom of time. Freedom of time. And what that means, what I mean by that is my time is mine. Most of my time is mine. Yes, I do currently have obligations to a particular company that pays me on a routine basis. Some of you might call it a job. I just say I'm donating a little bit of my time for exchange of benefits and a little bit of your cash. That is not my job. But it is my time. And what I do is, yes, I go about my day, and what you can do to free your time or claim your time, sometimes you have to spend it, right? Time is like money. You have it, sometimes you can save it, sometimes you got to spend it. So a calendar, getting organized, all that is budgeting your time, just like you're budgeting your money. So I'll get up and know I got to get at the gym at 6 a.m. And after that, eat a little quick breakfast, go donate some time to this company. And then after that, figure out what I'm going to do. I have to do my taxes. Might do that one day. I might have to mix a song, go to a studio session, whatnot. Just line it up and make sure everything fits and make sure there is no time that is wasted. So when I have freedom of time, I don't let people waste my time. Like, that's first and foremost. You get real clued in on who likes to drag you around, who likes to just drag feet and pull everybody with them. And you're just like, yo, bro, you spend like 3 times longer on every activity than everybody else does, or that I care to spend on. Like, I don't, you're talking about, hey, let's run to the store and get some water real quick. And bro, we went to the post office, then we went and stopped and talked to so-and-so, and then we went and picked up your laundry. Bro, it took us like 2 hours to quote unquote go get some water. Like, stuff like that. Like, no, I don't play stuff like that. Like, my time is mine, and it's not to be wasted too lightly. So yeah, I don't let people waste my time. And then at the same time, like this company I donate time to, right? I tell them, hey, I'm full time, but my cutoff is 36 hours a week. They looked at me crazy. They're like, are you serious? You gonna tell us when you're gonna work? And I said, yes. That's my availability. You have an availability sheet, right? Like, you have to abide by my accommodations somewhat. All I'm saying is no more than 36 hours. And they're like, what? Why? Why don't you want the full 40? I'm like, 36 is still full time. That's still enough hours to hit the benefits mark, right? But those 4 hours every week that I keep in my pocket, my 4 hours, that adds up. Over a year, 2 years, however long I'm there, them 4 hours a week adds up. Those are my hours. That's hours I could put on my music. That's hours I could put into a podcast. That's hours I could put into learning a new skill, playing a video game. I don't care. Spend it how I want to spend it. But those are mine. So I negotiate my time just like I negotiate my money, to be honest. And I do that everywhere I go, every chance I get. Oh, would you like to come in at 10 o'clock for your car appointment? I'm like, how's 9:30? Get there a little early before everybody else and get out a little early. Okay, well, how about I'm like, I'm negotiating time because I got to move things around in my day that fits so I don't have any time wasted. And, when it comes down to it, I'd rather be playing video games or working on some music before I'm doing a lot of other things. So it's like, that's how it goes in my head. Is this worth my time? Yes or no? Usually no. Well, a lot of times yes. Sometimes no. But yeah, time, freedom of time is my biggest one. And with that being said, those are the 5 freedoms that I've come to, like, those are my moral compasses, as you will, as Steve Harvey says, my moral compass. My daily decisions are based around freedom first, and then those 5 categories: physical freedom, emotional freedom, financial, mental, and time. Freedom of time. And what that does is it just makes you self-sufficient, right? Like, you go through life relying more on yourself. You trust yourself a lot more when you're like, freedom of this and that. I got my time, I've got my money, I've got my physical, my mental. Like, you feel almost like you could do pretty much everything. Now, it's hard for everybody to have all their categories checked off at the same time. Sometimes
you're just not on it. And sometimes you might only have 3 of your 5 freedoms. Sometimes you might have to negotiate and sacrifice one of your freedoms for something that you want temporarily. But at the end of the day, the point is you have the self-discipline to stay on track and keep yourself to your freedoms and keep your freedoms to yourself. And that just opens you up for, being less stress, more opportunities. You can work on things better. Like, man, my freedom is mine. My time, oh my goodness. Like, you gotta fight me for real. Like, hey, John, can you come over? Like, really? What are we talking? I'm like, investigator. What are we talking here? How long is this gonna take? How long is it gonna take to travel there? People looking at me crazy. But I want to know your 5 freedoms. What are your 5 freedoms? Go to the Huckleberry website, thehuckleberryshow.com. Hit the website. Leave me a message. Send me an email. Tell me what your freedoms are. I want to know what everybody else's freedoms are. Join the conversation on Twitter. We're over at Huckleberry Show on Twitter. So we're going to have conversations over there. But no, this is fun. I want everybody to find their freedom and for everybody to just, keep the freedom alive. Freedom first. I'm out.